Six Flags is in for a very rocky time. The third quarter earnings report is out for Six Flags, and while the summer was good to the company, attendance was up over 130,000 people, which gives the appearance that numbers have stabilized as far as attendance go. The cold and harsh weather conditions is going to be the next scapegoat for the company. The CEO and upper management, in my opinion, have lost the understanding of what makes the general consumer happy. That being the seasonal events that these parks put on. Over the past 5 years, the parks have cut Winterfest and Holiday in the Park events across the chain. Even fall events too. Winterfest and Holiday in the Park have been canceled this year at King's Dominion, California's Great America, Six Flags Over Georgia, Six Flags Great Adventure. 2022 was the last season at Six Flags St. Louis. In 2021, Six Flags New England, the now closed Six Flags America, Six Flags Great America hosted their last winter events. And in 2019, there was Winterfest at Worlds of Fun in Kansas City. These events are when people are more willing to spend more money at these parks for things like ice skating, arts and crafts, hot chocolate. Heck, the lines are more busy because the parks have less open and more people in them, so you're going to have more fast lane and flash pass sales. Look at parks like Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and you'll see the model that Six Flags should be working towards emulating to their benefit. One of the arguably busiest times of the year for that park is during their Smoky Mountain Christmas event. I've been multiple times and the park is slammed. It doesn't help that these Six Flags parks are handicapped with 5-hour park days at this time of year, but that's a whole nother issue and another can of worms I won't open right now. The worst part is they've released the numbers for Haunt and Fright Fest this year early during the earnings report, and they are bad. This year's attendance for October was only 5.8 million people, which is down 11% from last year. But I can tell you why they're bad. They have their head so stuck into this being to do with just weather conditions, because in the summer that has an actual effect. The real problem is the American consumer doesn't like nickel and diming. The American consumer would rather have the price baked into the ticket for entry or their annual pass. These events are what bring back the regular family consumer over and over again. It's what people buy these annual passes for. The good weather where you can put on a coat, head out to the park, not feeling like you want to peel your skin off because it's so hot. I'm sure annual pass numbers are down at King's Dominion. I actually expect United Parks, the owners of Busch Gardens and SeaWorld, after having such a crummy quarter, are going to have a great holiday season. They're going to pick up all the slack in the Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Central Virginia area because Six Flags has all but pulled out of King's Dominion. They also lose out on all these content creators making free content for them this time of the year. Influencers will go to these parks unprompted during these times. And go figure, during this earnings report, they talked about how they overspent on marketing. They get free marketing, just like Disney at this point during that time of the year. All I can say is, hopefully, Travis Kelce understands the benefits that these bring, since they bring up the year-round demand with them. My guess is Travis has been to Winterfest as a kid at Kings Island, and maybe him and Jana Partners will recommend bringing back some of these to some of these parks. They're our only hope at this point. If you enjoyed this long-form content, which is really unusual for me here at Ride Rover, make sure to subscribe for more. See you in the next one.